one of the things Powell said today, I wrote this down, housing sector is showing signs of picking back up. Is that something you're seeing just anecdotally where you are?
It's funny that he says that because he's just late to the ball game on the housing market because it picked up a lot, went down after COVID just a little bit. Then it went crazy after COVID. Then it sort of went down again, but prices are still rising. I mean, nationally, they rose 0.7% last month. And in the South, we had double-digit price increases. So it's kind of interesting. The thing I've seen it's going to slow the market is the lack of inventory. Nationally, I think there were 43 days on market as average. Here in my area in Tennessee, 8 days. So we're still selling almost everything that gets put on. I mean, we put on a couple of houses yesterday, and I think they'll be gone by Monday, which is great, for the sellers. For the buyers, it's tough because you're dealing with rising prices. And there were 60% of the metro markets that the NAR, the National Association of Realtors, just surveyed. 128 of those 221 markets showed price increases, significant, double digit in many, many areas, especially in the South. But two things that are happening. The prices are still rising, though I'm seeing them not rising as fast as what they did last year. Right. And the builders have had their hold on the market in the last year because there's been such a lack of inventory in the pre-owned homes. Sound like a used car dealer now, don't I? Yeah. Pre-owned home market. So the lack of inventory, so the buyers had nowhere to turn except to build a new home. So the builders have been just going gangbusters for the past year, but that is starting to slow down now. And this is a totally not specific official statistic whatsoever, but when I drive to my office up in Cumberland County, I go often the back way, and there's one street called Westchester, and that's right before you get to my office. And I always count the number of new homes that are going up. So last year, this time, there were 11 to 15 just on that street. Yesterday, there were 3.
Okay.
And it's being played out in the building statistics too, that the NAR expects that the home builders will slow down actually by about 25% next year or this year, and maybe up 24% toward the end of 24.
Are they chalking that up to labor shortages? What's the
that's a problem. No one can get, we're in a small town, both of my offices. So you don't have a lot of the big national builders here with their own crews. So most of these guys are all after the same subcontractors, and they're few and far between. So yeah, that's slowing things down. And just the fact that I think with interest rates at over 8% now for a 30-year mortgage, that the buyers are like, yeah, maybe I'll just wait till next year and see what happens if the Fed starts reducing rates. Of course, mortgage rates won't come down as quickly as they came up. They never do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's what's hurting the builders down. And there still are some supply shortages, the builders are telling me.
Right. So mortgage rates, even the way they've been escalating they haven't totally, cut off the market the way that I guess the Fed intends, at least from what you've seen.
No, I mean, because there's still a lot of people with cash. I mean, thanks to the stock market, and we did a deal yesterday for a guy he's buying a $450,000 house and he's selling a $350,000 house, and he needed a bridge loan, but he's got $250 in cash. So his loan, he didn't really care about the interest rate because it's going to be for a short term. And so what if it's 8%?